Chapter 27. The Temple of Set. One of the most talked about satanic groups recently is the Temple of Set, which is headed by none other than Michael Aquino. They practice an Egyptian-based form of Satanism. In Albert Churchward's book entitled The Arcana of Freemasonry, he confirms that Set is the Egyptian name for Satan. The temple's structure was based largely on those of the Order of the Golden Dawn and the Oto. In the 1980s, Aquino appeared on talk shows, The Oprah Winfrey Show and Geraldo, attracting greater publicity. Wikipedia describes it as an occult initiatory order founded in 1975 by Aquino, who they describe as a political scientist with a PhD, a military intelligence officer specializing in psychological warfare and a high-ranking member of Anton LaVey's Church of Satan. Dissatisfied with the direction in which LaVey was taking the church, Aquino resigned and, according to himself, embarked on a ritual to invoke Satan, who revealed to him a sacred text called the Book of Coming Forth by Night. In this work, according to Aquino, Satan revealed his true name to be Set, which had been the name used by his followers in ancient Egypt. The temple espouses a religion known as Setianism. Setians believe that Set is the one real God and that he has aided humanity by giving them a questioning intellect. Set is held in high esteem as a teacher whose example is to be emulated but not worshipped as a deity. The temple promotes the idea that practitioners should seek self-deification and thus attain an immortality of consciousness. Setians believe in the existence of magic as a force which can be manipulated through ritual. Following initiation, a Setian can proceed along a series of 6 degrees, each of which requires greater responsibilities to the group. As a result, most members remain in the first 2 degrees, governed by a high priest or high priestess and a wider council of 9. The temple is also divided into groups known as pylons through which the members meet. Pylons of the temple are present in the US, Australia and Europe with membership between 200 and 500. Aquino's Book of Coming Forth by Night makes reference to the Book of Law by Aleister Crowley. Aquino believed that Crowley's book was presented as a genuine spiritual text by preternatural sources and that Crowley had misunderstood its origin and message. An accusation of child abuse and molestation was made against Aquino in 1988 by Sandy Gallant of the San Francisco Police Department. The accusations concerned the daycare center at the Presidio military installation and were, children said that they were taken by day to 2 private homes, including 2 on Army property, where they had been sexually molested. Other children talked about a goo-goo game in which they were urinated and defecated on by a Mr. Gary. Pencils were used to doodle on the skin and genitals of the children, and they were also inserted in a child's anus. A gun was pointed at the head of another adult in front of the children. There were 5 confirmed cases among the kids of chlamydia, a sexually transmitted disease. No charges were filed against Aquino, but there were other interesting twists because there were similarities in accusations with the day center and other disclosures from other children. In November 1987, police raided a house where a 3-year-old girl told police that she had been molested by a sinister looking man named Mickey, who took pictures of her in the bath and sexually mistreated her in a room with black walls and a cross etched on the ceiling. The girl later spotted Mickey in the PX at the Presidio Army base in San Francisco, where Aquino was stationed. The girl said that she thought Mickey was Aquino. The girl said that she recognized Mrs. Aquino also. Police found evidence of ongoing child abuse at the Presidio Daycare Center. Another 3-year-old had been molested and the police turned up 6 cases of sexually transmitted infection and 58 other charges. A 34-year-old daycare center worker was arrested who was also a Southern Baptist minister. That person was indicted on 12 counts of sodomy. oral copulation and lewd conduct. They later died of AIDS.